trying to trap some kitties at a colony of 13. We have trapped 9 of them before today, so we're trying to get the last 4.
Melinda Maiden has trapped hundreds of cats over the past 6 years through her nonprofit organization, Operation Johnson Kitty. The point of trapping them? To spay and neuter before releasing them back into the wild. Advocates of so-called trap-neuter-release programs argue that this is the best method for controlling feral cat populations.
We don't understand that they can get pregnant 3 times a year, have an average of 4 kittens each time, and so a colony of, tiny, I just have 2 or 3 little kitties, can become 25 in a year.
Maiden says the most criticism comes from the R in TNR, release. Advocates of TNR programs say euthanasia hasn't proven to be effective in reducing cat overpopulation.
If we were to kill the cats that live there, other cats would just come right in, other cats from other areas. They are aware that this is a territory that we could hunt in or whatever. And so it's what we call a vacuum effect, because you take out some and some more kind of come right in there.
And she said relocating feral cats is even harder.
If you move one cat, feral or not, from one location to another, 80% of the time that cat will try to go back to the original location.
But TNR programs leave cats out in the wild. Some say that could take a toll on local wildlife.
One of the biggest problems with cats and wildlife is they catch and kill indiscriminately. They don't differentiate, so they can go out and catch songbirds, protective wildlife, even some that are threatened or endangered species. They don't know, they just want to catch and kill. That's just wired into them, it's just what they do. With that number of them out there, they're an invasive species. They're going to have a negative impact on wildlife populations, and there's not really a great solution to it, unfortunately.
Volunteers with TNR programs say overpopulation is nothing new to the area. Rescue organizations have shifted gears over the last few years to deal with it.
We're super saturated in this area. I think the animal welfare community has always thought we can rescue our way out of the overpopulation problem, and we can't. By trapping, spaying and neutering them, returning them in a couple days, you're stabilizing those numbers, and so the same colony staying present and just dying off of natural causes over time.
Ziggy's Second Chance Network is another nonprofit that helps with TNR efforts in our region. Jessica Rogers said the program helps low-income families control their cats.
A few ladies that we've worked with had a female cat that they were wanting to get fixed. They realized it was $75, and so before they could collect that, then there's a litter of kittens. Well, then they're having to fix 1 cat a month. So if you do the math on that, if you have a couple litters of kittens, by the time you're doing 1 cat a month, it's just repopulating quicker than you can get it under control.
But even owners that opt to spay and neuter their pets can be deterred by the cost. Typical low-cost spay-neuter services range from $50 to $85 per surgery.
There's 15 to 16 cats here. That's over $1,000, even with this reduced rate. And most people just cannot afford that.
So nonprofits help out with the cost through donations and grants. They try to find the best way to serve everyone, cats included. In addition to population control, spaying and neutering the cats limits their roaming and reduces their risk of contracting certain diseases and cancers.
You know that they're going to have a longer life. Spaying and neuter extends their life. But it's also a little sad for me. I do wish that the cats could have a home inside, but it still makes me a little sad every time I let them go.